के बाद, आज से 2 दिन के बाद मैं सीएम की कुर्सी से इस्तीफा देने जा रहा हूं। और जब तक जनता अपना फैसला ना सुना दे कि केजरीवाल ईमानदार है, तब तक मैं सीएम की कुर्सी के ऊपर नहीं बैठूंगा।
Viewers, thank you for joining us on India Upfront. Arvind Kejriwal's. You've seen what has happened with him. Arvind Kejriwal's stunt, calling for a referendum, has been lapped up by the BJP. The BJP believes that it is nothing but a political gimmick. His sudden offer to resign as Delhi Chief Minister amidst corruption charges is a cunning ploy to turn the tables on his opponents. By demanding early elections and framing it as a referendum on the charges against him, Arvind Kejriwal hopes to deflect attention from his own wrongdoing and make himself a martyr. But Kejriwal's plan is not without its flaws. Viewers, he conveniently forgets that his "Jail ka jawab vote se" slogan during the Lok Sabha elections yielded a dismal mandate for the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, if that is anything to go by. The people rejected his tactics. Moreover, Kejriwal's resignation offer comes with a hidden agenda. Viewers, the Supreme Court's bail conditions prohibit him from visiting office or even signing files that render him ineffective as Chief Minister. By resigning, is Kejriwal aiming to install a proxy Chief Minister, allowing him to maintain control while escaping accountability? This is a classic case of political deception. Viewers, Kejriwal's move is not about seeking justice or clearing his name, but about retaining power and influence. By making the elections a referendum on the charges against him, Kejriwal hopes to polarize public opinion and garner sympathy. The opposition's claim that Kejriwal is trying to install a proxy CM is plausible. Who will this new Chief Minister be? Will it be a loyalist who will do Kejriwal's bidding? The question remains, will Kejriwal's gambit pay off, or will his tactics give advantage to his political opponents?
उन्होंने पीएसी यानी कि पॉलिटिकल अफेयर्स कमेटी की मीटिंग बुलाई थी, जिसमें पार्टी के वरिष्ठ नेता और मौजूदा कैबिनेट के सभी मंत्रीगण मौजूद थे। मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने सभी वहां पे मौजूद नेताओं और मंत्रियों से 1 to 1 नए मुख्यमंत्री के विषय में चर्चा की और कल विधायक दल की मीटिंग होगी।
This particular decision of his does not stem out of morality. It actually stems from, I would say, political selfishness. Having said that, if he's very serious about having elections in Delhi, then why did he not dissolve the assembly? He made a categoric statement that the assembly is not being dissolved. He's not serious about having elections in Delhi early. Having said that, of course, the BJP is completely ready.
Let's open this up. Dr. Ajay Alok, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Karan Verma, Political Analyst, Dr. Akashdeep Muni, Political Analyst, Sanjeev Kaushik and Lokesh Jindal complete this panel. Gentlemen, good evening. Dr. Ajay Alok, why is the BJP saying that this is Arvind Kejriwal's attempt to install a proxy? The BJP believes that this will be on the lines of the Lalu-Rabri model or the Sonia Manmohan model.
Well, first of all, BJP believes that this Kattar Nirlaj, who's called as Kejriwal, rather you can call him Kaptiwal, is ready to deceive people again with multiple maneuvers. See, he has already created history. In our glorious democratic history, he has already created a mark for himself, because he become the one chief minister who has run the administration and the government from the jail. No one else has done it. So this glory goes to Kaptiwal. Another glory he has created for himself, that when he comes out on bail, the courts make him prohibited chief minister. He's prohibited to visit his office, prohibited to sign his files, प्रतिबंधित मुख्यमंत्री. So ये दो चीज जो हैं ये हमारे लोकतंत्र को बहुत गौरवान्वित करेंगी. And I hope my fellow panelists will believe it, whether they are from opposition party or any party, that yes, this is a very, if they think this is a very silver lining in our democracy, it's their viewpoint. But they must answer on this silver lining, what he has done. Now, he was left with no choice. Because he can't go as a chief minister to his office, he cannot sign his file, what he will do? So the next gimmick, whosoever becomes the chief minister, he will be a gulam chief minister, a pocket chief minister, whatever you can say. And it doesn't make any difference because the assembly life is less than 6 months. So even Sumita Kejriwal can become a chief minister and he can continue to enjoy that Sheesh Mahal. He can do the chintan actually, the kind of thinking he wants to do after mega fall of his popularity and his integrity and his inner conscience and his image among the people, that what kind of a man he is. Because he has defied himself regularly.
Okay.
हम बड़े बंगले में नहीं रहेंगे, हम 2 कमरे के फ्लैट में रहेंगे. Even after winning 2015 election, he said the same thing, that my कार्यकर्ता are against taking any bungalow, so I'll stay in Tilak Marg flat. What happens after that?
Let's ask Akashdeep Muni on the proxy charge. Dr. Muni, you've heard from the BJP. They believe that this is nothing but a political stunt. A proxy will be installed.
See, Bharatiya Janata Party is the opposition party in Delhi. They are free to say anything. And I think that in class 9 we studied a book called Figments of Imagination. And the BJP spokesperson is clear that they want to live in their figments of imagination. That's okay. But at ground, it is known that Arvind Kejriwal is going to resign. He will be resigning from all positions, all powers, all the belongings of chief minister, and the new chief minister will not be Arvind Kejriwal or Manish Sisodiya. That would be somebody else, which would be chosen by the MLAs. So this is the ground reality.
No, you are saying he will leave all the posts. Will he also quit as convener of the Aam Aadmi Party? Isn't that the post he holds?
No, he will be leaving the government posts. He will be not holding any power in the government. He will be not taking any particular benefit of the government.
But Dr. Muni, even the party position is, fairly powerful.
No, I humbly disagree with you.
Okay.
Because the party position is, this party has been made by Arvind Kejriwal. He's the national convener. So he has all the right to be the national convener. But now people were talking about the Sheesh Mahal.
No, by that logic, Dr. Muni, just hear me out. By that logic that, Arvind Kejriwal has made the Aam Aadmi Party and he has every right to be the national convener. All the votes, the number of MLAs that you have in Delhi, the votes were sought on Arvind Kejriwal's name. So there's no problem. It's not as if people have written to him saying that, look, make way for a new chief minister. He still has the mandate, even if that means that the Supreme Court has imposed conditions. So what explains this? I'm really not understanding.
I totally agree with you. See, the common Aam Aadmi Party supporter or a Aam Aadmi Party MLA want Arvind Kejriwal to be the chief minister. This call has been taken by the chief minister himself that he wants to go to the people. And after getting 4 bail orders in his name, 3 from Supreme Court, 1 from the trial court, he wants to go into the court of the people and ask them that do they think him to be corrupt or not. And if they don't think him to be corrupt, they can vote. And if they don't think he's a corrupt man, vote for some other party. So people's mandate will decide that what will be his political course. And this has not been taken by any leader of Bharatiya Janata Party. The Vyapam scam हुआ, उसके बाद शिवराज सिंह चौहान ने रिजाइन नहीं किया. जब टाइम्स नाउ ने ब्रेक किया था ललित गेट, उसके बाद लेट सुषमा स्वराज ने भी रिजाइन नहीं किया. But it is the prerogative of a party which says that we are different. That is why Arvind Kejriwal has resigned. He'll be resigning from all positions. Okay. He'll be resigning from all the benefits, like house, like the Sheesh Mahal people talk about.
Right.
All the benefits also.
Okay. It was just to, re-jog the memories of our viewers, this case against the Aam Aadmi Party leaders, the litigate case is based on a complaint by the Congress party. Many in the Congress believe that Arvind Kejriwal is corrupt and that he must have resigned much earlier. Lokesh Jindal.
Well, Arnav, I'm sorry, Pranesh, I'm sorry, really sorry. Pranesh, if you're talking about the resignation of Arvind Kejriwal, I see that it is very much in line with what he had said before. BJP, it politicized the entire...
Well, Lokesh, I'm asking you a simple question. Do you welcome this move by Arvind Kejriwal?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you believe that he's tainted and he should not be the chief minister?
I believe that any office bearer who has allegations of corruption against him, irrespective of which political party the office bearer belongs, must resign, upholding the sanctity of that position. For example, Ashwini Vaishnav. When there are railway accidents, Ashwini Vaishnav must resign. When there is a corruption scandal in SEBI, finance minister must resign. When there are all forms of infrastructure failures in airports, in other forms of Ram temple, there are infrastructure failure. At that point of time, the respective minister must resign. This is what is required in our democracy. But what we see is, if at all there is a precedent that is being set, that is being politicized in a negative light.
It's a very good thing to have these idealistic values, Lokesh. But I don't understand that while you're terming Arvind Kejriwal as corrupt, and you extended that logic by saying that, look, the railways minister must resign, couple of others must resign. Why is the Congress in an alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party? Work compulsions. Throw the Aam Aadmi Party out of the India alliance.
Pranesh, the corruptions have not been proved yet.
Then why are you jumping the gun? You can't have it both ways. The Congress party complains and then ऐसा होता है क्या कि आपने complain दिया कि इसकी जांच कीजिए, ये corrupt है, और फिर टीवी पे आके बोलिए कि corruptions have not been proven?
But till the time the person is under allegation and the person continues to hold the office.
Yeah, so till such time you should not have had an alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party.
No, Pranesh,
Karan Verma, what is happening here?
If the corruption scandal gets proven, if the Supreme Court delivers its verdict...
Can I speak now?
Yes, whatever you say is absolutely true.
No.
That must be...
Let Karan come in. Lokesh, I'll come to you.
Pranesh, can I make a point? Yeah. No. First of all, Pranesh, I have to congratulate my good friend Lokesh. After 4 months, he's come to what I was telling him 4 months back, and he used to say he should not resign. Kejriwal should not resign because it has yet not been proven. Today he is saying, so what if it hasn't been proven, he must resign. So it's good. It's good that in 4 years he feels that Kejriwal must resign. Now, Pranesh, let me come to the moot point here. Akashdeep Muni said that the ground reality is, अरे भाई ground बची ही नहीं है sir, आप किस दुनिया में हो? It's been there, done that. 3-4 months back, Arvind Kejriwal precisely raised the same argument that अगर मैं साफ हूं तो आप मुझे वोट देना, नहीं तो मैं जेल जा रहा हूं. And people rejected him, a drubbing, 7-0. So you must understand, Pranesh, this time it's not Kejriwal who's setting the narrative. It's the people of Delhi who are setting the narrative. They are asking him why out of 1,000 government schools, 800 schools don't have a principal. They are asking him why 2/3 of the schools do not teach science after class 11th and 12th. They are asking why 43 lives were lost to electrocution. They are asking why there is still water tanker mafia, water wars, why Delhi Jal Board is bleeding dry. So these are the issues this time. Why Yamuna hasn't been cleaned? So, Arvind Kejriwal can do all this trickery he wants. People are going to see through it. They saw through it. Despite the Congress-AAP alliance, he got a drubbing, 7-0. Vote share as much as the last time. So, there is no way Arvind Kejriwal can fool us this time around. He can have his Sheesh Mahal. Probably he can have Sunita Kejriwal. That's why he's taking 2 days to convince everyone. But it doesn't matter to the people of Delhi. The people of Delhi are all set to change this CM, to vote this party out of power, because ये सिर्फ दिल वालों की दिल्ली नहीं है, दिमाग वालों की भी दिल्ली है, और वो सोच के वोट करेंगे.
Lokesh, do you back the call for fresh elections?
Pranesh, there are various aspects involved in it. In fact, if he resigns and then the party, the MLAs, who have been duly elected by the people, they take a decision on it. It is as democratic as it will be if he dissolves the Legislative Assembly. So I do not see any form of discrepancy in the democratic process or any form of immorality, as BJP has been saying, or any form of illegality or unconstitutional.
No, I don't want to say anything about illegality, but there is immorality on part of the Congress also. Leaders in Punjab Congress are saying that the Arvind Kejriwal government is corrupt. But do you endorse that view?
Pranesh, Congress sits in opposition, and the opposition party will duly hold the ruling government responsible for anything and everything which is incorrect into that particular system.
Yeah, but it is strange that the Congress sits in opposition here in Delhi and in Punjab, and then yet you share stage with Arvind Kejriwal.
No, Pranesh, resignation of Arvind Kejriwal has to be seen beyond the party lines. In fact, it should not be restricted to the narrow outlook of the BJP.
Lokesh bhai,
rather,
let's simplify this for the viewer. You're beating around the bush. या तो अरविंद केजरीवाल करप्ट है या क्लीन है, क्या है आप बता दीजिए.
ये तो जुडिशियरी डिसाइड करेगी ना प्रणेश.
नहीं तो आप लोगों ने कंप्लेन किया तो कुछ तो बेसिस होगा ना कंप्लेन का.
हमने बिल्कुल कंप्लेन किया, लेकिन क्या इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुई, चार्जशीट दाखिल हुई? अभी तक जो है सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक मेजर ऑब्जेक्शन ये दिया था कि ऐसा लग नहीं रहा इन कमिंग 5-6 years there would be any proceeding with this case. That is one of the reasons why they are giving bail to Arvind Kejriwal. So there is a major discrepancy in BJP. They have not been able to investigate the entire case. In fact, they have been calling witnesses.
So it is interesting that you call Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party corrupt, the Congress I mean, and then you blame it on the BJP. 1 minute, you can have that view. Sanjeev Kaushik, I remember asking you the referendum question, और मैंने अपने इंट्रोडक्शन में भी वही सवाल पूछा कि जो जेल का बदला वोट से ये जो एक नारा दिया था, उसका जवाब तो लोगों ने दे दिया जनरल इलेक्शंस में. उसमें तो आम आदमी पार्टी को नकार दिया गया.
इससे पहले भी आम आदमी पार्टी को नकार दिया गया था लोकसभा के चुनाव में, और विधानसभा के चुनाव में भारतीय जनता पार्टी किस तरह से मुंह की खाई थी सब जानते हैं. दो बातें हैं. एक बात तो यहाँ पे जिस तरह से करण वर्मा कर रहे हैं, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि उनको दिल्ली सरकार की कुछ अच्छाइयां नजर आती ही नहीं, और दिल्ली की जनता को वो मूर्ख समझते हैं कि सब कुछ दिल्ली की जनता के अगेंस्ट में हो रहा है, बावजूद उसके दिल्ली की जनता उनको वोट दे रही है. पहली बात. दूसरी बात, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की स्थिति ये हो गई है कि काजी जी दुबले क्यों तो शहर के अंदेशे से. अरे साहब, इस्तीफा नहीं दे रहे थे तो इस्तीफा दीजिए, इस्तीफा दे रहे हैं तो क्यों दे रहे हैं, इसके पीछे की रणनीति क्या है. तो हर एक चीज में आप मीन मेक निकालते रहिए और दुबलाते रहिए कि कौन बनेगा मुख्यमंत्री, क्या सुनीता केजरीवाल बनेंगी, क्या कोई पार्टी का कोई कार्यकर्ता बनेगा, कौन बनेगा. तो तमाम चीजों पर वो इसी तरह से दुबलाती रहे. मूल बात यह है कि इस्तीफा कल अरविंद केजरीवाल देंगे. अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी समझे कि आगे का कदम उसको क्या उठाना है. चैलेंज एक तरह से खुले रूप से केजरीवाल साहब ने यह चैलेंज दे दिया है कि इस बार आप आइए, समय से पूर्व आप इलेक्शन करा लीजिए, हमें कोई एतराज नहीं है. और यह भी कहने में कोई गुरेज नहीं है, पहली बार कोई ऐसा मुख्यमंत्री है जो लोगों के बीच में जाके ये बात कह रहा है कि यदि आपको लगता हो कि आपका बेटा करप्ट है तो आप मुझे वोट नहीं देंगे. यदि आपको लगता हो,
अरे वही तो सवाल है
और दिल्ली की
संजीव जी, यही तो मैंने आपसे पूछा. ये तो वो लोकसभा इलेक्शन के लोकसभा चुनाव में भी अरविंद केजरीवाल यही कह रहे थे, लोगों ने वोट नहीं दिया, तो उसका क्या मतलब हुआ? अरविंद केजरीवाल करप्ट है?
मैं सिर्फ ये कह रहा हूं कि आप आने दीजिए ना.
पिछली बार क्या आने तो दीजिए, लेकिन अभी जो आ गया है उसमें तो बता दीजिए. आप जो ये कह रहे थे कि दिल्ली का बेटा जाके कह रहा है कि अगर मैं करप्ट हूं वोट मत दीजिए, तो 2024 जो लोकसभा इलेक्शन हुए थे संजीव जी, इसमें तो देखिए मैं तो फैक्चुअली करेक्ट
नहीं देंगे दिल्ली की
अच्छा, मुझे एक बात बताइए, ये नारा दिया गया था जी नहीं, जेल का बदला वोट से दिया गया था जी, दिया गया था ना.
मैं सिर्फ ये कह रहा हूं कि दिल्ली की जनता जब वोट नहीं देगी तो भी क्या अरविंद केजरीवाल मुख्यमंत्री बनेंगे? नहीं बनेंगे ना. दिल्ली की जनता यदि नहीं चाह रही है, दिल्ली की जनता मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बना रही है, तो जो लोग शीश महल के नाम पर इतना बड़ा प्रोपगंडा रचे थे, उसमें से भी अरविंद केजरीवाल बाहर निकलेंगे। जो ही मुख्यमंत्री का वो
डॉक्टर अजय आलोक,
अगले 15 दिनों
what is your problem? First you wanted Arvind Kejriwal to resign, now that he has resigned, you are shifting the goalpost. That is the charge.
I was listening to all the commentary and the comments. Mr. Kaushik, can you please explain? अगर तुरंत चुनाव करवाने हैं अरविंद केजरीवाल को, तो मुख्यमंत्री बदलने की क्या जरूरत है? विधानसभा भंग करवा दें, संवैधानिक बाध्यता हो जाएगी, चुनाव तुरंत करवाने ही पड़ेंगे, हो जाएगी अरविंद केजरीवाल की बात। भाई बीजेपी और इलेक्शन कमीशन पर निर्भर होने की क्या जरूरत है? चीफ मिनिस्टर रिकमेंड कर सकता है डिसोल्यूशन ऑफ असेंबली, कर दें कल। ये इस्तीफा देना, दूसरे को मुख्यमंत्री बनाना, चर्चा करवाना, ये तो क्या है? ये मूर्ख समझते हैं हम लोग को क्या, या देश की जनता को, या दिल्ली की जनता को? नैरेटिव सेट करना चाह रहे हैं ना। एक आदमी कंपेयर कर रहा है, 2014 में भी इस्तीफा दिया था ना। व्हाट ही सेड देन, यू रिमेंबर? दिस सैक्रिफाइस कैन बी कंपेयर्ड टू द सैक्रिफाइस ऑफ भगत सिंह। दिस वाज मीडिया फिक्सिंग, a very popular channel and a very popular anchor at that point of time. He did that interview with Kejriwal. That time he was comparing himself with Shahid Bhagat Singh. Today the comparison came with Prabhu Shri Ram by Saurabh Bharadwaj. अरविंद केजरीवाल में उनको भगवान प्रभु श्री राम का अक्स नजर आता है। दिस इज नथिंग दैट द प्रोपेगेंडा। इनसे बड़ा कपटीवाल और निर्लज्ज आदमी कोई है ही नहीं।
डॉक्टर मुनी,
कहता हूं ना, बिल्कुल कट्टर निर्लज्ज हैं।
डॉक्टर अजय आलोक is talking about what happened in February 2014. Citing failure to introduce the Jan Lokpal bill in assembly, Arvind Kejriwal resigned. This led to the imposition of the president's rule in Delhi. Assembly suspend हो गई और 2015 चुनाव से पहले अरविंद केजरीवाल ने माफी मांगी। उन्होंने कहा कि देखिए जो 49 डे का हमारा अलायंस था कांग्रेस के साथ, वो एक ऑनेस्ट मिस्टेक था। तो क्या इसमें एक पैटर्न है क्या?
देखिए 2020 में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का स्लोगन था, जैसे अभी आप बोल रहे थे ना कि 2000 अभी लोकसभा में एक स्लोगन था कि केजरीवाल के सपोर्ट में, तो 2020 में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का भी स्लोगन था 5 साल दिल्ली बेहाल, अब ना हो अरविंद केजरीवाल। पर लोगों ने अरविंद केजरीवाल को चुना, बहुमत से चुना, जबकि 2019 में मोदी जी की बहुमत में सरकार आई थी। मतलब कि अभी तो गठबंधन वाली सरकार आई है, उसमें तो बहुमत की सरकार आई। तो ये हमें जानना पड़ेगा कि दिल्ली जब लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में वोट करती है तो अलग सिरे से वोट करती है, जब लोकसभा इलेक्शन में वोट करती है तो अलग सिरे से वोट करती है। तो इसीलिए कमिंग इलेक्शंस में भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मुंह की खानी पड़ेगी। और ये देखिएगा आप, हम सब यहाँ पे बैठे और हम सब देखेंगे कि नहीं कैसे अरविंद केजरीवाल दोबारा वापस लौट के आएंगे। और सबसे बड़ी
दोबारा लौट के आएंगे। डॉक्टर मुनी, सवाल यह है कि अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कंडीशंस लगाए कि मुख्यमंत्री इनइफेक्टिव है, ऑफिस नहीं जा सकते, फाइल साइन नहीं कर सकते, तो इनके पास दूसरा ऑप्शन क्या था? करण वर्मा क्या ऑप्शन था इनके पास?
मैं नहीं बता रहा हूं। मैं थोड़ा सा डिसएग्री आपसे कर रहा हूं यहाँ पे कि ना कि उनको फाइल साइन करने की इजाजत है। हम थोड़ा सा पढ़ेंगे ऑर्डर को।
मैं बता देता हूं आपको, मैं बता देता हूं आप क्या बोल रहे हैं। वही फाइल्स जिसके जो एलजी तक पहुंचाने के इंटरमीडियरी सिग्नेचर, अगर इनके साइन के बिना वो फाइल एलजी तक नहीं पहुंचे, सिर्फ वही साइन। वैसे आज मुख्यमंत्री कुछ नहीं कर सकते, कोई फैसला नहीं ले सकते। वो है आकाशदीप जी
करते थे, वो पहले भी इंटरमीडिएट सिग्नेचर ही करते थे। उनके पास कोई भी पर्टिकुलर डिपार्टमेंट नहीं था, वो काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स के थ्रू ही काम करते थे पहले।
ओके, सो करण वर्मा, नथिंग इज चेंज, बट यू सी द ग्रेट सैक्रिफाइस बाय अरविंद केजरीवाल।
नहीं, यू नो आकाशदीप मुनी इज राइट, नथिंग हैज चेंज, क्योंकि वो पहले भी कुछ नहीं करते थे, अभी भी वो कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं। तो ही इज कन्विंस, भाई पहले भी नहीं करते थे कुछ, पहले भी ऐसे ही थे, ना कोई पोर्टफोलियो था, ना कोई मंत्रालय था, और अब तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं कर सकते, अब तो कोर्ट की तरफ से आ गया है, तो बस इंटरमीडिएरी वाले ही साइन कर सकते हैं। खैर, आप एक बात देखो प्रणेश, जस्ट ऑब्जर्व द पैटर्न, वेदर इट इज कौशिक जी और वेदर इट इज मुनी जी, नन ऑफ देम टुडे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट देयर शिक्षा मॉडल, अबाउट देयर स्वास्थ्य मॉडल, अबाउट देयर मोहल्ला क्लिनिक्स, बिकॉज ऑल ऑफ देम हैव फेल्ड. All they are saying is people of Delhi are going to vote for us. They voted for us in 15, they voted for us in 2022. They have started discounting the intelligence of the voter. They believe कि भाई वोटर तो is our bonded labor. वो बार बार हमें वोट करेंगे, तो क्या हुआ हमने यमुना नहीं क्लीन करी, So what if 40 people died electrocuted? So what if we've not solved any of the issues? So what if we've been wrapped on the knuckles by the CAG and by the High Court कि आप दिल्ली जल बोर्ड की बुक्स तक नहीं रख रहे, उसमें करप्शन हुआ है. तो मतलब अब साफ है, they have zero governance record, they are not going to be talking about it. All they can play is दिल्ली का बेटा, इसने बलिदान दे दिया, जबकि he had nothing to lose. He was an ineffective CM earlier, he is an ineffective CM today, now he is resigning to play the martyr syndrome. If you have the guts, dissolve the assembly and call for the elections. You can dissolve the assembly.
Dr. Muni,
why don't you do that?
ये जो demand है to dissolve the assembly, is that not a fair question to ask?
See, now the Honorable Chief Minister will be consulting with the MLAs, and then after he'll be resigning, and then the new Chief Minister will be chosen. As per my knowledge of Constitution, there is no defined from democracy in this procedure. So he need not to dissolve.
There is no. In terms of procedure, Dr. Muni, you're right. There is no problem. I'm only talking about, the larger messaging. I mean, I'm only giving you an example. If you were Chief Minister Kejriwal and if you said that I want fresh elections, wouldn't it be more prudent and logical to just dissolve the assembly and then ask for fresh polls?
I totally agree with you. But see, here there are two important bodies that are in between, the LG and the EC. And that is why the Honorable Chief Minister has clearly said that LG sir, go ahead, conduct elections again.
The LG can't dissolve the assembly, Dr. Muni. He can't. You know that.
Sir, listen to me. This resignation, why this resignation has been given? The whole objective of this resignation is that after getting 4 bail orders, the Honorable Chief Minister wants to go to the people and tell them that I am not sitting on this position
Dr.
because
Muni,
I want to, मुझे कोई लालसा है इस पोजीशन के लिए.
Dr.
मैं
Muni,
इस पोजीशन को गिव अप कर रहा हूँ आज और मेरी जगह पे एक चीफ मिनिस्टर अपॉइंट करूंगा और जब भी इलेक्शन कराना है, नवंबर में कराना है और फरवरी में कराना है, उस समय आप करा सकते हैं.
नहीं वो तो आप करा सकते हैं. अगर आपको जल्दी चाहिए तो आप असेंबली डिसॉल्व कर दीजिए. आप सवाल वो नहीं है. Karan, he is not answering the fundamental question here. Why this hesitation in dissolving the assembly?
Pranesh, so Pranesh, Muni ji, एक second, Muni ji, please. Muni साहब is a very civil person actually, and वो फंस गए यहाँ पर. भाई अगर resign करना है उससे अच्छा assembly dissolve करो. Dissolve the assembly. If you want to go amongst the people, that is the best method. And I want Muni saab to say this. Appeal to Kejriwal. Bhai, resignation though is a drama. Why don't you dissolve the assembly? That's the best way to go for elections. You have a mandate for full 5 years. You dissolve the assembly. LG can't call for elections till you don't dissolve it. Please बोलिए आप केजरीवाल से आज dissolve करें. You have a great forum and want Pranesh Roy to ask for it.
सर, जो प्रोसीजर चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब फॉलो करना चाहते हैं वो आपसे पूछ के तो फॉलो नहीं करेंगे. आप भाजपा
डॉक्टर अजय आलोक, आपसे बीजेपी से पूछ के अरविंद केजरीवाल थोड़ी डिसाइड करेंगे.
नहीं, ऑफ कोर्स हमसे पूछ के थोड़ी ना करेंगे. वो तो चिंतन करेंगे. शीश महल के कमोड पे बैठ के चिंतन करें, जेल में करें, वो अलग बात है. वन ऑफ द पॉइंट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई ही इज डूइंग इट. लुक एट द रिजल्ट ऑफ द लोकसभा, where Arvind Kejriwal, after contesting in 4 seats, he gets 24.4% votes. And Congress, after contesting in 3 seats, gets close to 19% votes. 4 of the Aam Aadmi Party MLA out of 3 out of 4, they could not save their deposit from the constituency they represent themselves. The tectonic shift of voter, especially minority voter and Dalit voter, more towards the Congress has put their Arvind Kejriwal in a jittery. Now he wants to resign, he wants to go and consolidate because he sees that whatever I am left with, the Congress will take over.
Okay.
And today when Sandeep Dixit says that Arvind Kejriwal fights election only at those places where Congress is strong, that clearly defines how much this India alliance is together.
Okay, before we move on, I just want to do a quick, snap poll here. Starting with Lokesh Jindal, who do you think the next Chief Minister will be? At this time tomorrow, we will hopefully know the name. But Lokesh, who do you think the new Chief Minister will be?
It will be very difficult. I think Atishi is somebody that seems favorite for the next Chief Minister.
ओके, संजीव जी, एक नाम लेना पड़ेगा सर।
देखिए, सच बात यह है कि आज पीएससी की मीटिंग हुई और बैठक हुई और कल सुबह में 11 बजे के
नहीं, ये तो मुझे पता है। देखिए, सच बात क्या है मुझे पता है। संजीव जी, एक नाम ले लीजिए, उसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
निश्चित तौर पे कल आपको जानकारी अभी तक
जानकारी तो हम ही दे देंगे आपको।
हो चुकी होगी।
आप एक फ्रंट रनर कौन है वही बता दीजिए बस। फ्रंट रनर कौन है?
भारतीय जनता पार्टी को कयासों का दौर लगाने दीजिए। वो
नहीं, लोगों के मन में भी सर, लोगों के मन में भी ये उत्सुकता है, वो भी जानना चाहते हैं। तो मैं चलिए ऑप्शन दे देता हूं आपको। आतिशी होंगे या सुनीता जी होंगी?
आम आदमी पार्टी में पढ़े लिखे लोगों की भरमार है, ऊपर से लेकर नीचे तक। सचमुच में पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं, जो अच्छी डिग्रियां लेने वाले लोग हैं। कोई वकील है, कोई चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है, कोई हर अलग अलग क्षेत्र से आए हुए लोग हैं। कोई एक आपको योग्य मुख्यमंत्री कल मिल जाएगा।
डॉक्टर मुनी,
See, I have a name in my mind, but I don't think I should divulge.
No, I can't read mind, so please tell us the name that you have in mind.
No, that's what I'm saying. That I won't be able to divulge it because I may be wrong in that particular name.
No, you can't. Plus, it's okay, Dr. Muni. Even if you get it wrong, it's not a reflection on your ability as a spokesperson. Who do you think it will be? Who is the front runner?
No, I skip this question.
Okay.
Sorry.
Karan, do you want to take a bet?
Yeah, I think it will be Rabri ji. Oh, I mean Sunita ji. It will be Sunita ji.
डॉक्टर अजय आलोक, कौन सा मॉडल होगा सर? ये परिवार का मॉडल होगा, पार्टी का मॉडल होगा?
CM or puppet CM? What?
Okay, so you believe whoever it is will
That
be
depends upon Kejriwal, but pocket CM or a puppet CM, I don't have.
Okay.
We don't have any concern about that.
I thank some of you for joining us on debate number 1. Viewers, let's move on.